Hello, good morning, and bore da to my Welsh viewers, which might be maybe one, maybe two, I don't know. Say Shemai in the comments if you speak a bit of Welsh. But anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be having a look at something a bit different. This, my ducker, my impact driver, it's knackered and it will let the smoke out. Shall we see if we can make it do that? Woohoo! That's a sign that there may be something wrong with it. Oh, that smells like cancer. So, when you pull the trigger, there is a large electrical burning smell and a lot of smoke. Something in the motor's knackered, probably. And in a thing of recycle, reuse, repair, what's it? Reuse, repair, recycle, in that order. This needs to be repaired. Because me and this ducker, we've had good times. It's built 2 sheds for me and fixed my car loads of times. And yeah, me and this ducker were good friends. Also, I've got 4 batteries for it and it's no longer made. So what I'm hoping is we can open this up. It'll have some kind of standard motor in there. We'll look that motor up on the tinterwebs, order that motor in, replace it, and then the ducker is good to go again. And this should be the same for just about any of these kind of, small power tools. I reckon they're repairable, but let us see. Yes, it's probably the motor, I would have thought, as that's where all the smoke is pouring out of. But it may be the controller, because if the controller's knackered, that could cause smoke to come out of the motor as well. But it is, because this isn't a brush, I don't think this is brushless. No, it's not. I don't think it's a brushless one, so it's a pretty simple motor. So it's more, so the controller is going to be more simple, and I doubt that it's going to, yeah, basically, it seems more likely that it's going to be the motor than the controller. So bear with me while I get into this bad boy. Tell you what I need is another driver to get the screws out of this one. That would have been a good idea. Still taste that smoke. Oh, I think we're in. Right, cool. We're in. A lot of shmoo inside. So let's have a look and see what ting up one. So you've got your battery connector down here where the juice comes in. That's looking alright. And then this is the controller, which will vary the voltage because this is just a normal non-brushless motor. And then you've got the speed controller here, just quite chunky, as you can see. It's quite a big one on this erbauer, but no bellows in there to protect from dust and stuff. And this is the offending item, the motor. Whew, it smells. Let's see if this will come out. Hokey pokey. Hey, there we go. So that's the gearbox there. I can wang a bit of grease in that. Let's see if we can see what, does this have any markings on it? Made in China, RS550 VD. So what we're going to have to do is see if I can source another motor like this. I'll just have a look online, stick those numbers in. I can probably find exactly the same one. Then we'll have to transfer this end plate here and the pinion gear over onto the other one. So I might have to find pinion puller. But yes, hopefully, if I order that motor now, we can replace that and it'll be all gravy. So it's about a week later and I found a replacement motor. Turns out nearly every kind of little hand tool used to use the same kind of motor, so there's loads of them out there. I managed to find one with a 7-tooth pinion gear already attached. This was for a Makita impact driver, but looking at the kind of length and the way the teeth line up, this looks like a good match. The base obviously looks a little bit different, but the actual teeth seem to be the same, so that's, I'm pretty certain that'll be alright. I suspect what we're going to have to do now is remove this shrink, and I think under there it's soldered to the motor. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly whip up to the workshop, unsolder that, solder on this new one, we'll stick it back together and see if I've managed to fix it for cheap. This motor was about £18. I could have just bought the back bit here with the brushes and stuff for about £3, but this tool has had a lot of hot suppers and I suspect there's other parts in it that are starting to wear out. So I thought just replace the whole motor, and £18 to get this thing working again. This is alright, especially as it's a branded Makita part. I'm sure if I bought the Chinese equivalent it'd be £10 or £12. But yeah. Right, let me go and do some soldering. Right, cool. I have I've soldered on the one. Oh, I didn't shrink that over. I have to go and shrink that in a bit. Yeah, got a little bit of shrink tube there. So it's soldered on, shrink tube over the top like it was originally. One thing that I noticed that was interesting is that the red side of the motor had the black lead attached. So I've done the same just so it all works the same. But while I've got it, before I get too far in, let's just see if the smoke comes out still. Plug in a battery. Okay, moment of truth. Yay! No smoke. Winner. Right, cool. I think this is all going to work now. So I'm just going to remove this plate from the front of here, put it on the new motor. Hopefully all the gears mesh nicely and it's all good. And as you can see, this is what they call top-down manufacturer. So in the factory you'd have this part and then you can lay all the parts in there and then slap it down so you don't have to turn it round. It's all designed to go in one way up. And again, if I'd done this right, yeah, so the screw holes will all be on the top as well. So there we go. Fixed, and now I can go and use the old impact driver on some big screws again because I've got another shed to build this summer. And it just goes to show, you know, a little bit of patience and some basic tools, and you can normally fix most things. So yeah, so it's well worth the sort of £18 for a replacement motor because that saved me sort of £120, and it saved this from landfill. You know, this can go on, and we've got memories together. You know, the Ducker and I, we go back. So yeah, it's really good to get this back and running. And it's working just as well, if not better than before, which is pretty cool. So anyway. I know it's not headphone related, but I hope that was vaguely interesting, and yeah, I'll see you guys again.